Hello, everyone watching this in the future. I'm just waiting for people to log on to the live stream before I begin. Yeah. I feel like it looks really dark. Is it okay over here? I don't know why it looks so dark in here today. I don't have like the best lighting. So it'll work. Alright, hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Bobbie. Today is Saturday, so we're going to be doing Energizing Vinyasa. Morning, nice energizing class. Yesterday was Christmas, so I don't know if you ate like a bunch of cookies or whatever, or ate a bunch of food for Christmas, even though you should have been, hopefully you stayed home or just had like a small gathering, because of COVID. But probably still celebrated, maybe with some food and some drinks, and you might want to detox all of that today. So we're going to be doing lots of twists, just really wringing everything out, working our way towards side crow. I like to give some more, a couple like intermediate and advanced options for this class. They're all optional though, you don't have to take any of them. And then also make sure to stay tuned for the whole class, the end of class. I'm going to have a few announcements, so just make sure to stay tuned for that. Feel free to comment on this little side thing. I just probably won't get to any of the comments till the end of the video too, just because I can't really read anything from over here, and I don't want to be moving back and forth trying to read things the whole time. Feel free to listen to music while you're practicing today, whatever you like to listen to when you practice yoga. I don't play music on my videos because of copyright stuff. I don't have the money to purchase music. Let's get started. As far as props go, if you have tighter hamstrings, you might want 2 blocks or 1 block. Probably just 1 block, but I have 2 here. And then I have a blanket too. If you have sensitive knees like me, I like to use it in kneeling poses. Let's get started. Oh, I was gonna turn my phone. I forgot to turn my phone on silent. Okay, there we go. All right. Take my slippers off. We're getting started in child's pose. So if you're like me and you have sensitive knees, like I said before, I'm going to place a blanket underneath my knees. Big toes touch. Knees can either be together or wide, whatever feels best in your body. Arms reach out long in front of you. Hips reach back towards the heels. Forehead reaches down towards the earth. If you like, you can place a pillow or block or blanket underneath the forehead in child's pose, so you can feel the connection of the third eye space to something. And then once you arrive, make sure to close your eyes, relax the face, begin to deepen the breath right away, inhaling and exhaling through the nose, making the inhales as long as the exhales, and the exhales as long as the inhales. You can even count your breath, making your inhales and exhales anywhere between 4 to 8 seconds each. That's up to you. Sometimes that helps people concentrate and focus on their breath a little more, allowing you to let go of anything that happened before you came to your mat today, and also let go of anything that might happen after. Allow yourself to be present, noticing, observing thoughts that pop up into the mind, but then letting them go with each exhale. you haven't already, and if you have Ujjayi breath in your practice, you may take that now. If you'd like, you just constrict the back of the throat, kind of making the ha sound with the lips closed. It's all optional though. It's a more audible breath, so it might help you focus on your breath a little bit better. And then when you're ready, you can begin to blink the eyes open, lift the gaze, and walk the hands over to the right side. Maybe stack left hand on top of right. Lower the forehead back down onto the earth or any props that you're using. Spin this left shoulder down slightly and reach the left sit bone back towards the left heel. Feel the left side body stretch and really send your breath there. On your next inhale, begin to lift up, walk the hands through center and over to the right side. Maybe stack right hand on top of left this time. Lower the forehead back down. Spin the right shoulder down slightly and reach that right sit bone back towards the right heel. Breathe into the right side body. On an inhale, come back to center. Lower the forehead down, bring the palms to touch out in front of you, and then bend the elbows to bring the hands to the nape of the neck. You can kind of walk the elbows closer toward one another and a little further out away from the body to intensify the stretch, and do the opposite to have for less of a stretch. Reach the heart down towards the earth. You should feel a stretch in the triceps and shoulders. Then on your next inhale, reach the arms back out long in front of you. Take the left hand, thread it underneath the right, coming onto the left shoulder and left side of the face. Keep reaching the hips back towards the heels. This right arm can stay lengthened out long, or you can wrap it behind the low back. We're gonna do a little child's pose twist, our first twist of class. There's gonna be a lot. And then reach the right arm back out in front of you if it's not there already. Reach the left arm out to meet the right, then take the right hand, thread it underneath the left side, coming onto the right shoulder and right side of the face. This, did I say right hand? Well, right hand threads under the left side. I don't know, I feel like I mixed that up. Anyways, left arm can stay lengthened out long or wrap behind the low back. Maybe that left hand finds the left inner thigh. Breathe deep into the belly. And then slowly unwind. Come up to hands and knees. Tabletop position. Hands right underneath the shoulders. Knees right underneath the hips. Spread the fingertips nice and wide. Pull the belly in. On an inhale, begin to lift the heart. Lift the hips, let the belly sink. Cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, look down towards the thighs. Cat. Inhale, find extension of the spine and cow. Exhale, round the spine into cat. Inhale, lift. Moving with your own breath. Full inhales and full exhales. Then on your next inhale, come to a neutral spine for a moment, tabletop position. Spin the right fingertips back, to point back towards the right knee with the palm on the ground. And we'll just move through a couple rounds of cat-cow here, stretching out the wrist. Spin the right fingertips forward and switch. Left fingertips point back towards the left knee. Palm is on the ground. Fingertips still spreading nice and wide. Couple rounds of cat-cow here. And then inhale, come to a neutral tabletop position. Both fingertips both hands planted and fingertips pointing forward. Then take the right hand out in front of you and just bring the fingertips to point down like this. Then take the top of the hand onto the mat so the fingertips are pointing back towards the right knee. Couple rounds of cat-cow here, stretching out the other side of the wrist. On your next inhale, plant the right hand down and switch sides. So left fingertips point down, place the top of the hand onto the mat, spread the fingertips nice and wide, and move through a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, come to a neutral tabletop position, both palms on the mat. And then from here, we're going to inhale, lengthen the right leg out behind us, about hip height. Hips are nice and square, toes point down towards the earth, belly pulls in. Take an inhale. Exhale, you're going to bring that right knee towards the left elbow. Cross it underneath the body. Inhale, lengthen out long. Exhale, cross it under. Squeeze everything in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cross it under. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cross it under. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cross it under. Inhale, lengthen that right leg back. Bend the right knee. Press that right sole of the foot up towards the sky. Inhale the left arm out in front of you. Stay here or reach the left arm back to grab onto that ankle or foot. Kick the foot into the hand. Lift the heart. Tiger pose. Exhale, carefully release everything back down. Getting warm already. Right. And then from here, we are going to switch sides. Oh wait, thread the needle. Inhale, reach the left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, thread that left arm underneath the right, coming onto the left side of the face. Left shoulder, right hand can stay here. Reach out long in front of you, or wrap behind the low back. Send the breath into the belly. Carefully release that right hand back in front of the face. If you moved it, press into the palm. Inhale the left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, lower it down. On an inhale, reach the left toes back behind you about hip height. Pull the belly in. Press into the palms. Exhale, left knee towards right elbow. Cross it under. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cross it under. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cross it under. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cross it under. One last one. Inhale, lengthen that left leg back. And then squeeze it in towards the right elbow. Inhale, lengthen the left leg back. Bend the left knee. Press that left heel up towards the sky. Reach the right fingertips out in front of you on an inhale. Stay there or exhale. Reach that right hand back to grab onto the foot or ankle. Tiger pose. Exhale, carefully release. You grabbed your foot. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, thread it underneath. Coming onto the right shoulder and the right side of the face. Left hand stays here, lengthens out long in front of you, or rests behind the low back. Carefully unwind, press into the left palm, inhale the left arm, right arm up towards the sky, exhale, lower it back down. From here, we're going to keep the hands planted in front of underneath the shoulders. We're going to lower down, keeping the hips up high, squeeze the elbows in, knees, chest, chin, inhale, slide the heart through, lift up, cobra. Shoulder blades roll down the back, elbows squeeze in. Let's just take a few moments here, kind of wiggling through a little bit, just really enjoying the heart opening. And then on an exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Begin to pedal through the feet. Warming up the first downward dog of class, maybe the first down dog of the day. And then find stillness for a moment, pressing into the palms, lifting the hips nice and high. If you feel like your spine is rounding forward, you can bring a nice bend into the knees so you find that nice long spine that we're looking for. Belly pulls in, gaze is toward the thighs or navel. Bend the knees, look forward, and step the feet all the way to the top of the mat. Feet land underneath the hips. Let the body hang over the legs. You can have as much of a bend in the knees as you need, especially if you'd rather be getting more of a lower back stretch than a hamstring stretch. You can clasp opposite elbows. Make sure the head and neck is relaxing completely. Crown of the head points down towards the earth. You can find movement. Just really getting into those hips or those hamstrings and the low back. Then if you clasped opposite elbows, release the arms down. Everyone bring a bend in the knees and slowly roll up through the spine. Shoulder blades roll down the back, palms spin open, and the head lifts up last. Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a few deep breaths here. I get my hair out of my face. All right, from Tadasana, step the feet together, maybe a slight space between the heels. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. As you exhale, bend into the knees, let the hips sink down towards the earth. Utkatasana, fierce pose or chair pose. Lengthen the tailbone down, pull the belly in. More weight should be in the heels rather than the toes. Squeeze the legs together. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, twist to the right, hooking that left elbow to the outside of that right thigh. Press into the palms to spin that right shoulder open. Make sure the knees are even when you look down. So you might need to pull the left knee back slightly. Now from here, ground through that right foot. Maybe look down at the earth. Lift the left leg up. And slowly, as slow as you can, begin to step it way back behind you. Lower the back knee. Coming into a low lunge twist. You can stay right here, or if you'd like to come into a quad stretch, you can bend the back knee and reach back for your left foot with the right hand. If you have a strap with you, you can use that as well. Carefully release the back foot if you grabbed it. On an inhale, Unwind yourself, reach both arms up, Anjaneyasana. Squeeze the inner thighs toward one another, lengthen the tailbone down, pull the belly in, lift the heart up. And then as you exhale, place the hands down, shift the hips back, fold over that right leg, half split, just for a little bit of a quad or hamstring stretch. And then from here, inhale, bend the right knee, lift the heart, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, hug this right foot in, and then shoot it up and back, three-legged dog. Take an inhale in your three-legged dog. As you exhale, cross right knee under towards left elbow. Squeeze everything in. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross it under. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross it under. Two more. Inhale, back, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross it under. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross it under. Inhale, three-legged dog. Stay here. No, actually bend the knee. Open up the hip. You can stay here, or maybe do a couple leg circles. Really getting into that hip joint. Make sure you go in both directions. And then straighten that right leg, square off the hips, take an inhale. Exhale, step the right foot through, in between the hands. Ground through the back heel. Spin the right toes forward, parallel to the left, and walk the hands to the left side of the mat. Inhale, find length. I'm going to face this way. So my back's not to you. Exhale, fold in between the legs, reaching the crown of the head towards the earth. If the crown of the head easily reaches the earth, you can walk the feet in a little bit to challenge yourself. On an inhale, lift up halfway. Spin those right toes out. Bend into, left toes out. I forgot to switch side. Bend into the left knee, sink the hips down. Skandasana. Maybe keep the hands planted. Maybe bring hands to heart center. Carefully make your way up to Skandasana on the other side. Right toes spin out. Bend into the right knee. Lengthen the left leg. If your heel begins to lift up, then just lift the hips a little higher. So you don't have to come super far down into it. In fact, you probably shouldn't. You want to still be active in this pose. And then from here, place the palms down. Begin to spin everything forward into your lunge with the right foot forward. Hug the right foot in. Shoot it up and back, three-legged dog. Keep the right leg lifted or lower it. Stay in your down dog or move through your vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple deep breaths here. Then whenever you're ready, bend into the knees. Look forward. Step or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, fold. On an inhale, bend into the knees, lift the heart, Utkatasana, chair pose, fierce pose. Squeeze the knees together, lengthen the tailbone down and back. Pull the belly in. More weight in the heels than in the toes. Maybe you're able to even lift those toes up off the ground. Take an inhale, exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, twist to the left, hooking that right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Press into the palms to spin the heart open. Make sure both knees are even. Ground through the left foot. Slowly lift that right foot up. And then as slow as you can, step it all the way back. Lower the back knee. Low lunge twist. Stay here, or bend the back knee. Reach back for the right foot with the left hand. Coming into a bit of a quad stretch. Carefully release the back foot if you grabbed it. On an inhale, unwind, lift the arms up, Anjaneyasana. As you exhale, lower the hands, shift the hips back, fold over the left leg, half splits. On an inhale, bend through the front knee, lift the heart, plant or tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, hug the left foot in, shoot it up and back. Three-legged dog. Take an inhale here. Exhale, cross left knee under towards right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross it under. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross it under. Two more. Inhale back. Exhale, cross it under. Inhale back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Bend the left knee, open up the hip. Stay here, maybe do a couple leg circles in both directions. Then straighten that left leg, square off the hips. Take an inhale, exhale, step the left foot through in between the hands. Ground through the back heel. Spin the left toes forward so that they're parallel with the right. And walk your hands to the right side of the mat. Inhale to find length in the spine. Exhale, plant the left hand down. Inhale the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, lower the right hand down. Inhale the left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Spin the right toes out. Sink into the hips. Lengthen the left leg, Skandasana. Maybe you open your arms up wide. Exhale, come through center, Skandasana on the other side. Maybe you open your arms up wide again. Exhale, bring both hands to frame the front foot. Spin everything forward so you're in your lunge. Hug the left foot in, shoot it up and back. Three-legged dog. Keep the left leg lifted or lower it. Stay in your down dog or child's pose, or move through your vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few deep breaths here. Then whenever you're ready, bend the knees, look forward, step or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Fold on an exhale. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold. Bend into the knees, lift the heart. On an inhale, Utkatasana. On your next inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right. Hopefully you're feeling nice and warm. I know I am, and my heat is on right now, so it's really hot. It's like, it's on auto, so yeah. It's definitely like on right now. All right. Feet together. Maybe a slight space between the heels. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend into the knees. Utkatasana, fierce pose or chair pose. Lengthen the tailbone down, squeeze the belly in. On an exhale, lower hands to heart center. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, twist to the right, hooking the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Press into the palms to spin that heart open. Stay here. Maybe you begin to open the arms wide. Bring all the weight into the right foot. Maybe look down on the earth. Slowly step that left foot back behind you. You can still have hands at heart center here. Whatever feels best in your body. Maybe you begin to come into a half bind or full bind. I have a hard time with full bind in this pose. And Then from here, reach that right arm up, everyone. Lift up into an open arm twist, right arm back, left arm forward. Then lower the right hand down to the left leg. Left arm reaches up overhead. Revolved reverse warrior. Exhale, plant the left hand down. Reach the right arm up to a lunge twist. Then from here, ground to the outside edge of that back foot. Either bring that right foot halfway back in front of the left foot or stack one on top of the other. Inhale here. As you exhale, begin to twist that right arm underneath the left. Inhale, lift, side plank. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Keep the hips lifting up high. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, plant the right hand down. Keep the right leg lifted. 3-legged plank. Then shoot it up and back. 3-legged dog. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, cross that right knee under towards left elbow. Maybe take a push-up. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, cross it under. Maybe push up. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, cross it under. Maybe push up. Whew, it's hard. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Bend the right knee, open up the hip. Stay here. Or maybe that right foot gets really heavy and falls behind you, flipping you over into your wild thing. If you're in your wild thing, carefully make your way back to 3-legged dog. Right leg lifted. Exhale, step the right foot through, in between the hands. Ground through the back heel. Spin right toes parallel to left. Walk the hands to the left side of the mat. Coming into our wide-legged forward fold again. So, stay lifted. Keep the spine nice and long. Hands under the shoulders. Then place the left hand underneath the face. Inhale the right arm up. Coming into a twist. Stay here, or maybe bring that left hand towards the right ankle or thigh or calf. Right arm can stay lifted, or maybe come into a bit of a half bind by wrapping that right hand behind the low back. Spin that right shoulder open, look up towards the sky. Carefully unwind, plant the right hand down, inhale the left arm up. Stay here, or walk that right hand towards the left leg. Left arm can stay lifted or wrap behind the low back. Carefully unwind. Hands come to center. Spin the left toes out, bend into the left knee. Lengthen the right leg. Skandasana. Hands to heart center. Maybe they open wide. Maybe you come into a half bind, wrapping that right arm behind the low back. Moving through center to Skandasana on the other side. Bend into the right knee, lengthen the left leg long. Hands heart center, open wide, or half bind. Lower both hands down. Spin everything forward. Bring both hands to frame the front foot. Lunge. Hug the right foot in. Shoot it up and back. 3-legged dog. Keep the right leg lifted. Lower it. Stay in your down dog or child's pose, or move through your vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here. Then when you're ready, bend the knees, look forward. Step or lightly hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend into the knees, lift the arms up. Utkatasana, chair pose. And then we'll do that all on the other side. You got this. Squeeze the legs together. Sink the hips down. More weight in the heels. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, twist to the left. Hook the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Maybe you open the arms, floor to ceiling. Maybe, and then from here, everyone, ground through the left foot. Slowly reach the right toes back behind you, coming into your low lunge twist. Hands can either be at heart center or open wide. Maybe come to a half bind or full bind. Then everyone reach the left arm up. Come all the way up to stand, left arm back, right arm forward, open arm twist. Tilt the body back, left hand reaches down the right leg, right arm reaches overhead, revolve, reverse. Exhale, plant the right hand down, the left arm up, lunge twist. Ground through the back heel to the outside edge of that right foot. Step this left foot either halfway back, in front of the right, or one on top. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread that left arm underneath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Two more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, plant the left hand down. Keep that right left foot lifted. Three-legged plank. Lift up. Three-legged dog. Inhale here. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, cross it under. Maybe push up. Inhale, lift, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross it under. Maybe push up. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross it under. Maybe push up. Inhale, lift. Three-legged dog. Bend the left knee. Open up the hip. Stay here. Or flip your dog if that's in your practice. Carefully make your way back. Three-legged dog, left leg lifted. Exhale, step the left foot through. In between the hands, ground through the back heel. Spin the left toes forward so that both feet are parallel. Hands walk to the right side of the mat. Wide-legged forward fold. Just a regular one this time. Or if you have tripod headstand in your practice and you'd like to get upside down, maybe you take that. If you are experienced at tripod headstand and would like to take it a little further and challenge yourself, begin to hug the knees in and twist them to the right side. Inhale, lift back up, and do the opposite side. Do that a couple times. Once you've done about 3 on each side, come back up to your tripod and slowly lower back down to your wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, everyone half lift. Turn the right toes out. Bend to the right knee, lengthen that left leg. Skandasana. Hands heart center. Open arm. Half bind or full bind. Come up through center, Skandasana on the left side. Hands heart center. Open arm. Half bind or full bind. Carefully unwind. Spin everything forward, hands come to frame the front foot. Hug this left foot in, shoot it up and back. Three-legged dog. Left leg can stay lifted or lower it, stay in your down dog or child's pose, or move through your vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend into the knees. Reach the hips back towards the heels. Child's pose. Maybe bring the arms back or the hands back towards the feet to give the shoulders a break. They did a lot of work. Feel the breath begin to slow down. Feel the heartbeat slowly slowing back down. The sweat cooling off the body. And then when you're ready, you can come up to a seat. And then we're just going to play around with some side crow. So we did a lot of twisting and stuff. Our core's warmed up. You might be ready to try side crow. So, and you don't have to take side crow. If you don't want to, you can stay in your child's pose, stay in a seat, whatever you'd like, whatever feels best in your body. I mean, especially if you did eat a lot of cookies and stuff yesterday, it just might not even be possible to do side crow today because, yeah, it's hard. I'm tired. All right. So I'm going to start by demonstrating with a block. You don't have to have a block, but we're going to start with a block. Let's see. I'm going to put the block this way so I have more surface area for my feet. So you're going to come into like a little squat on the block, the toes on the block. You're going to twist to the right, bringing both arms to the right side as far as you can, about shoulder width distance apart. Really snuggle this right arm, or this right leg as far up into your armpit as you can. And then you're gonna begin to bend the elbows, creating a shelf for this right thigh. So this is what it'll kind of look like. The block can kind of help you get your legs up there. Then maybe you lean forward, keep the gaze forward. Maybe you begin to lift one leg, maybe both legs. Try to keep the gaze forward. And then lower back down. And you can try that same thing without the block. I kind of think it's easier without the block, but I think it depends on the person. So for me, it's a little easier, I think. Make the shelf, plant the hands, gaze forward. Maybe you just stay here practicing putting the weight into both arms. And maybe begin to lift one leg. Stay there or lift both. So play around with that on the right side first. Don't worry, we'll get to the left side in a second. And then if you'd like to challenge yourself a little more and you have a tripod headstand in your practice, you can come up into your tripod. This is what I had us do the twisty things in our tripods if you took your headstand before. All right, so come up into your tripod. Then you're going to bend the knees down, twisting to the right side, planting the left knee on the right tricep. Slowly lift up. Woo, that wasn't supposed to happen. Slowly lift up into your side crow. Gaze is up. And then maybe you come back down. You're lifting back up into your tripod. Whew, it's really hard. Lower all the way down when you're ready. Everyone meet in child's pose before we take the next side. So if you'd like to practice a little more on the right side, go ahead for a little bit longer. And then find your child's pose. Then you can stay in your child's pose for a little bit longer, and then begin on the other side. And I'll demonstrate again on the other side. It's the same thing. One side will probably be different than the other, so you may not be able to do as much on one side as you can on the other, and that's totally normal. All right, so I'll start with the block. You're coming into that squat again. This time you're going to twist to the left. Bring both arms under the shoulders, most of the weight into the hand. Gaze is forward. Make that shelf for your left thigh. So it's supposed to be a more advanced variation, just having, instead of bringing your leg on both arms, you can bring your leg on just one arm. But for some reason, for me, it's actually easier. I think it's because I'm short. It's easier for me to just come up on one arm in side crow rather than having both arms down. But I guess it kind of depends on the person. So maybe you try that as well. And then if you have the tripod headstand in your practice, make sure you practice this side as well. Coming into your headstand. And then whenever you're ready, meeting back in your child's pose. So maybe you're just in your child's pose the whole time, and that's totally fine. It's just remember to always listen to your body. And if it doesn't want to do something today, then don't do it. So if you're still practicing your side crows and stuff, finish up and meet in your child's pose. I'm going to bring my arms back in my child's pose since we did a lot of work on the arms. So you might want to give those shoulders a break. And then once you're in your child's pose, take a few deep breaths there. Once again, feeling the breath slow down, the heartbeat slow down, and the sweat begin to cool the body off. And then when you're ready, if you have your arms back by your hands back by your feet, reach the arms out in front of you. You can either have the knees together or wide, whatever you like however you like your child's pose. We're going to move through a couple rounds of child's pose cat-cow thingies. So on an inhale, you're going to lift the heart, lift up, cow. Exhale, round the spine and reach the hips back towards the heels, child's pose. 2 more times. Inhale, lift up, cow. Exhale, round the spine, hips reach back towards the heels, child's pose. Last one. Inhale, lift the heart, cow. Exhale, moving through cat into your child's pose. And then from here, make your way into your downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forward. Either step or lightly hop through to a seat or up to a seat. And from here, Shift the weight into the sit bones. Hands come to the backs of the thighs. You can stay here or bridge the shins parallel to the floor. Keep the chest lifted. Stay here or reach the arms out. Stay here or maybe begin to straighten the legs. Try to keep the heart lifted, belly pulling in. On an inhale, lower to hover, low boat. Bring the hands together out in front of you. Chin stays lifted off the chest. Begin to twist from side to side with the upper body. Remember to breathe. Keep pulling the belly in. Chin lifted. You got this. Almost done. Maybe speed it up a little bit. And then exhale, lower for a short little Shavasana. And then we'll come into one back bend of your choosing. So I'll demonstrate really quick first some options for you. So let's see. I'm gonna have like 5 different options today. All right, so that's a lot. So first option, supported fish. Either take a couple pillows, or if you have blocks, one block under the shoulder blades, or right at the bottom of the shoulder blades, the other underneath the head. The blocks can be on any height that you'd like. You can have the one under your head the same height, higher height, lower height, whatever feels best for you. Legs either lengthened out long or soles of the feet together. Knees open wide. Second option, so if you're taking that variation, you can just get into it now and hold it till we're all done with our back bends. Second variation is fish without the blocks. So you'll snuggle the hands like underneath the butt or thighs, depending on how long your arms are. Mine go past my butt because I have long arms. Then you're going to bend into the elbows, lift the heart. Heart reaches back. Eesh. Then, third option, supported bridge. You'll take a block or pillow or a couple pillows, lift the hips, and bring your pillow or block underneath the sacrum. Feet stay hips width distance apart. You can have the block or pillows on any height that you'd like, low, medium, high. And once again, if you'd like to take this variation, you can take it now and hold it till we're done with our back bend. Try not to look from side to side in that pose. Fourth option is bridge without the block. So snuggle the shoulder blades under, then you'll lift the hips, maybe interlace the hands, squeeze the knees towards one another, and then when you're ready to come out, release the hands if you interlace them. Lower upper back, middle back, lower back on an exhale. Last option, we didn't do much back bending today, so just be mindful. If you're not ready for this, then don't take it because we didn't warm up that much. But if you're someone that practices wheel pretty often, then go ahead and take it if you'd like. So starting out the same way as bridge, except bringing the hands to the outside of the ears, fingertips point down towards the shoulders, elbows point up towards the sky. You'll first press up onto the head, and then all the way up. Press into the feet, reach the heart forward, and then when you're ready to come down, we'll tuck the chin and slowly lower down. Okay, so a lot of options today. Pick your option if you haven't already, and then prepare yourself, and then we'll all move in together unless you're already in your supported fish or supported bridge. On an inhale, press up. Breathe deep. Press into the feet. Knees squeeze toward one another. And then when you're ready, slowly lower all the way down. Everyone, even if you're in supported bridge or supported fish, remove your blocks off to one side, or carefully roll to one side if you're in supported fish, and then move the blocks. If you're in supported wheel, press into the feet to lift the hips up to remove your block or pillows. And then everyone, feet come wide, knees falling toward one another to help release the low back. Then bring the arms out to a T or a cactus shape with the palms facing up. Take an inhale. As you exhale, knees fall gently to the left, head to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees to the right, head to the left. Just some windshield wipers, moving with your breath. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, come back to center. Keep the arms out to a T. Bring the shins parallel to the earth. Knees bent at like a 90-degree angle. Press the belly in towards the earth. Inhale here. Exhale, gently let the legs fall over to the left side. Right shoulder can stay grounded. Left hand can come to the right outer thigh. You can, if your knees are coming up off the earth, you can also bring a block underneath or pillow underneath the legs. Gaze can either be straight up at the sky or over the right shoulder if that feels okay on your neck. Breathe deep into the belly. On your next inhale, bring the legs up through center. Exhale, gently let them fall over to the right side. Keep the left shoulder grounded. Right hand can stay where it is or come to the left outer thigh. Use any props that you may need underneath the legs. Gaze either straight up or over the left shoulder. Inhale to come back up through center. Give yourself one last big hug. Squeeze the knees in towards the forehead, coming into as small of a ball as you can. Take an inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Reach the legs out long in front of you. Arms down by the sides. Shavasana. If you're someone that experiences low back pain or pressure in the low back, you can either bring the soles of the feet on the ground, knees point up, or you can place blanket, pillows, blocks underneath the knees, and that'll help take pressure off the low back. Arms are down by the sides with the palms facing up. Tuck the chin slightly so the back of the neck is long. If you haven't already, close the eyes, relax the face. Let's take 3 cleansing breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Sigh it all out. And slowly let the breath return to its natural state, letting go of any breath control. Allow your breath to be automatic, focusing all of your energy on relaxation. Notice any thoughts that come to mind, but let them go and be present in your Shavasana. Slowly begin to deepen and lengthen the breath. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Circle the ankles and wrists. Rock the head from side to side. And reach the arms up overhead, the legs out long in front of you for a nice morning stretch. Hug the knees into the chest, and then carefully roll over onto one side, or let's do the right side to invite in more energy for the day. You can rest here in this fetal position for a moment. And whenever you're ready, trying to keep the eyes closed or a soft gaze, carefully make your way up into a comfortable cross-legged seat at the top of your mat. Once you arrive, reclose the eyes if you opened them. Sit up nice and tall, taller than you have all morning. On an inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms touch at the top. Exhale through the mouth, hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Bow the chin towards the heart. And take a moment to thank yourself for carving this time out of your day to practice yoga. And I thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing your space and your breath with me virtually. Hope you can take the benefits from today's class with you into the rest of your day, the rest of your week, the rest of your life. Bring the thumb knuckles up to the third eye space. Namaste. Thank you again, everyone. Hopefully everyone is still with me because I have a couple announcements that I want to make. So starting next week, the new year, I am going to add 15 minutes onto this Saturday class, so it'll be a 75-minute class. The other two classes are going to stay the same, 60 minutes. I just feel like you'll get more out of this class with it being a little longer, and I won't have to cut so much out because I feel like I'm always cutting stuff out of this class because they make them too long. So yeah. Next week we're gonna have 75-minute Energizing Vinyasa. Thank you again. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and like my videos and all that stuff. Yay. Okay. And yeah, join me again next week on Tuesday for my Yoga for Cyclists class at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's a full moon, so we're going to be doing a nice full moon flow. Then Thursday for my Yin Yoga class, New Year's Eve, we're going to do Yin Yoga class at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yin Yoga, Energizing Yin Yoga. So it'll still be a Yin Yoga class, but it'll hopefully leave you more energized after, so you can stay up till midnight. Try not to go out and party because of the pandemic. So, stay up till midnight with your close friends and family. Maybe have a drink or two. Or if you'd like to drink, I don't know. Because then, And then, next Saturday, we're going to be doing New Year's Detox for my Energizing Vinyasa, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Saturday again, I think I said that. Anyways, 75-minute class, first one for the new year. So yeah, that'll be fun. Thank you again. Let me know if there's anything you want to work on in any future classes. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about my Capricorns. We're doing Capricorn yoga after next week. So stay tuned for that. Thank you again. Please donate if you can. Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. Anything helps. Thank you. Have a really good day. Okay, bye.